I'd just like to look at the two Buteyko practitioners in our institute who have previously worked as pharmacists. They are invaluable in providing professional development for the Buteyko practitioners and to give updates on medication. Let's look at Deb Meredith. She's from New South Wales, and look at her at the last year's conference in Brisbane.
The other big issue is that our environment has changed dramatically. So that increased toxic load puts a big demand on our bodies. Each step requires a pair of enzymes, vitamins, minerals.
And all of the Buteyko practitioners are updated on the latest medications that come out so that we know what people are taking and how it affects them. Moving on to Steve. Steve, if you'd like to come up. Steve's from Western Australia, so we're back in Australia and going around Australia. You have a simple way of explaining sleep apnea. Can you tell us what that is, Steve?
I'll probably never live this down, Jackie. I did say at a conference a couple of years ago, it's really simple. It's asthma of the neck. It is a little more complicated than that. For all my adult life, I snored very loudly, and people, my partner would often notice that I stopped breathing in my sleep. I'd never heard of sleep apnea. I didn't associate it with the increasing fatigue and overweight and bad temper and general malaise that progressed over about a decade before I came upon this method via my eldest son. And Deb Meredith is my middle sister, so it's a bit of a family affair. My son Aaron learnt Buteyko at a similar time to Paul and Tess and others, and from Stelmatsky. And I watched his progress and sat in on his classes and read the theory and then apprenticed myself to him, which was an interesting period in my life. I did say to him once when we were very busily running classes in Sydney somewhere, all right, you're the boss, and he said, don't you forget it. So, but what I did notice as soon as I started, as I learnt the method and changed my breathing patterns, was that my sleep, my tiredness, my chronic tiredness, my snoring, and my what I now know was centrally mediated sleep apnea, all went away, and that's 12 years ago now, and I seldom snore. I think it probably takes a crayfish and half a chicken and a bottle of red, but I can, before I go to bed, to get a snore out of me these days. Thank you.